Okay. Baby girl. Okay, you guys. Hey. Chronicles. The relationship. It wasn't a relationship. It was just like a situationship type thing or whatever. Y'all, these men out here in the gay lifestyle. He was 55. Hey, it's working. 55, stable, job, all that. I'd say unstable in the mind. Cancer, sign, moody. Just a friend, you know. Flirting, attention, time. I'm gonna be real with you. After thinking everything through, Billy Bun Jr. and everybody, I think that the vibe was off. Because what nigga is gonna be like, oh, okay, so everything really is my fault. Been looking before. So basically, y'all doing this thing where y'all showing each other on FaceTime, sexual parts and all that stuff. Mind you, the individual, well, we broke up. The individual has to tell me that I don't need to be having YouTube anymore. Try to tell me, and I ignored it. I left my YouTube channel up, stuff. But at the time, I think I was just lost his dog. And he was like, you don't need to be dancing on YouTube, showing the world anything that you got going on with your body. I know I was in a relationship years ago, or recently, months ago, and he didn't care. I was telling him that I had got cash out money, and it was kind of like a little job that I was doing. I was like, stuff. You know, as long as you coming home to them, wasn't nothing going on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, what was the harm? Okay. Then you grow as a person because Cookie, we broke up, me and Eddie. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs is what I call it. And then, not only that, I made a mistake. All my friends have told me that I made a mistake by like being exclusive with the person instead of just dating, like going to see somebody for the first time. We've all done it. The butterflies, new experiences, give and take, just ignore, want to get along with each other. And you know what? At this point, because you know I live in Kentucky, right? So I'm mainly going out of state to find out what I want, travel and enjoy myself and see the world, right? That's what I was already doing. So when I run into somebody and that person seems like they're not the right one, something's off, it's just a red flag for me to just be like, you know what, don't even waste your time. Because they act like they serious, but they not. Okay. Red flag that I saw, one of my friends I was on the phone today. How did he find out about your YouTube? I was telling him, because remember I went live on YouTube on the weekend and I danced for him. And then I went live on YouTube to show you all too. But like, you know, when you get to know somebody and stuff, everything's so new that they thinking that you trying to show YouTube certain things and they were raised a certain way and you really haven't discussed it yet. But when somebody tells you what you is gonna do and what you ain't gonna do, you know what? The nigga tried to tell me about my beard. Mind you, we ain't never had this conversation before about no hairs and all that stuff. There was a hint. There was a hint. Remember, you all. You know what? I should teach relationship 101. I should teach relationship 101 on hints on how to get away from it. On how to delete the person on Messenger. To delete, to go ahead and block them and move on. And don't answer no more. Don't give them no more, because I've been that way. But I try to communicate. You know, like they say, when they start out the conversation, and you get to know them, they say they big on communication and all of this stuff. You are not. You say this stuff, but your actions don't follow up. You said he could have been my daddy? Well, my daddy's 70. He's dead, of course. But yeah, he could have been a little older. We got a lot of dishes. Okay. So, one red flag is what's a red flag? Oh, not the beard. I'm trying to remember what it is because Me and this nigga FaceTiming every day, getting to know each other. But sometimes the conversations felt flat. It was like he was listening, tired, working. I understand. I've been there, done that. Where it's like I need to figure out what am I talking about? Why am I on the phone talking to this person? And does the other person understand why I'm tired? I'm not talkative? Or do I have something to talk about? The other person kind of needs to take the ring and all that quietness, compatibility. So I have a complaint that I took some stuff, I made some mistakes with the person. I'm moving on to I still gonna go to Chicago, I think. Telling you what to do like he's that. Yeah. So the beard, the height of the beard, the length of the beard, and something else kind of tell me what you gonna do. What else? But this has only been a short time that we know. Oh, the apartment. Okay, I got you. His apartment. He was moving. He was moving to a new apartment. Yeah, I got niggas hit me up on Facebook. I'm trying to see. Fine nigga, a preacher, want to talk to me a little bit. But you know what? I'm gonna put them on. For one, all they want is sex. You know, and then two, they want to play mind games. Niggas barely want to give out addresses. That's what the dating pool is giving. Niggas don't even want to give out addresses. What else? So I had the red flag of he was moving to an apartment. He's in the apartment now. He showed me the apartment. The old apartment, I saw that too. Well, he let me know that when we meet, it would be after he moved to the apartment. So that was a red flag that stood out to me. I asked myself, why am I doing this? Like, why am I waiting? You just want to know why the person has this waiting thing. Why do they care? And I think it has something to do with just being tired, having all this stuff on your mind, and getting the new place together. But I'm not like that. I'm not a person that's like it. That they must supposed to be lying. They say what they want to hear. That you got it. I'm glad you got you a good one. Because it's not worth it. I had a conversation on FaceTime today with a nigga. And me and him started talking about these situations. And he understood everything. He was just like, he would shake his head and he would agree. And I was not trying to make him agree. I was trying to get him to give feedback and let me know, like some of friends of mine have told me that I made a mistake. Okay? So if I made a mistake, I can own up to that mistake. So I'm gonna come back and tell you there's one little thing. what? I just thought it had something to do when I first came to this 8 years ago. They might get to stay single. Let's be sorry. Okay, I'm back. So sometimes people need to, if you made, this is not for everybody. If you have been in a relationship for 8 years and you're single sitting on the sidelines focusing on everything you got going on, it might be time for you or whoever to maybe stay single like for the rest of your life or either for 20 years or check the dating scene out later on due to the fact that it's just some advice. That things ain't really changing. Well, it's been 20 years and you've had hookup culture going on. So, niggas also be saying stuff like, I want to get that ass. Like, okay, your mouth is saying something that your mouth that you can't catch. You see what I'm saying? And you know what? All of this happens for a reason. It's called beauty and experience in every situation. Yeah, because my friends got in my ass today. And they care. They also want to rub it in. Okay, beauty in every situation. You feel like you're going through a maze. Something's about you don't know how, you don't know when, and until you get to that place and you sit on the sideline, you might need to be busy. You might need to be doing things that you want to do and everything. So I had that red flag. What's another red flag? Another red flag is when, so I had the apartment, I had the beer, Intuition. My intuition probably was a little bit on point, but off point because you question it, but are you going to do something about it? Question it, but are you going to do something about it? That's correct. Not, oh, well, I don't want to worry about this. I don't care about this. No, I do care about it. I don't want it. This don't feel it. So, because I said something about the beard, and I said to myself, well, so-and-so just hit me up. I just got a message, a DM. So, a little birdie told me that I do need to cut the beard short. But it wasn't about that. It was about what I wanted. Okay? Don't get me wrong. Somebody can like offer me advice and I will take it. But it's how you present it, or if it's like in a joking way or something. How you present the gift. So literally, get that shit off your face. It's the color purple now. I just laughed that shit off. You know what? Think about if Sagittarius is changing. One thing about Sagittarius changing is, y'all know this, you can do the block, but after the person tells you something that you just like, fuck that shit. But keep your cool. Keep your motherfucking cool. Take that off your chest. I mean, you might be a person just to go ahead and you don't give a fuck and just say it. But say it in the right way. Where you still keeping it cool. But you just gotta let that person know. What you looking for is something old, tired, and ran through. And literally something I've already experienced before. So, you know what? Some people want to get a piece of the cake and the pie and then decide what they're going to do. That, since I've been through it, you might as well not even worry about getting a piece of cake and pie. Just block. Bye. Because what plans we made and all that type of stuff, what we deal with, what you see, that was so great. That you cared about me and pouring out those feelings for me and all this type of stuff. Who cares? That's called running game. Because about it. When it's a bad day, stuff and they say it a lie and they tell the truth and they never did that and they joking and all that type of stuff, that's mad day. Mad day, they ain't gonna be able to handle mad day. They gonna probably try to blame mad day on you and it's not gonna work. What? Okay, so I think that's the end of my video. How do you deal with mad day? Austin, how do you deal with mad day? What? How do you deal with mad day? Mad day is the day that everything comes out. What was said? Wanna be my lover, hey. Wanna be my lover, hey. I'm still going to Chicago. Without.
It's an Italian beef.
Huh?
It's an Italian beef, extra gravy from Portillo's. Also, I'll tell you what.
Wait, you're too fast.
You need to get an Italian beef, extra gravy from Portillo's. Then you need to go to Harold's Chicken. Get your little 60.
If you go to the wrong here, $16 to $20 a part.
Yeah, that's
You
why
gotta
you
go
just
to
gotta,
87 and 85.
yeah, you just gotta find something on the street real quick. You know what I mean? Get your little lemonade, little 60s, little fries.
Wait, I'm gonna write down what you said, but I'm gonna write it down like an hour.
Don't worry, I'll tell you in an hour. I'll tell you before you go. Yeah, I went at the beginning of and then my friend, it's like family and everything. He's from Chicago. So yeah, we were.
So we gonna write it down in like an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hardworking, Nicki Minaj is a big dreamer around. Yes, she is. I usually don't sing Doja Cat stuff. I just sing it because I feel like a demon right now. So I think I'm gonna get off of here. I think I made my point. I ain't gonna make no short or nothing. I might sing this song. Hey, the Chocolate Bay, I was just delivering like a message from the situation I was telling about earlier with like the breakup or situationship, or you're not even meeting somebody yet, or was gonna meet them, and all of a sudden it's over. They telling you one thing, and because it's Mad Day, basically, like in the V section. Okay, they telling you just randomly out the blue. They never did this, okay? And then what they're doing is sending text messages that's kind of like picking, like a lie basically, and then they FaceTime you and like everything is fine, like a mind game.
Oh, you play mind games?
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing mind games on these people, but it won't be that. It won't be in that way.
You live, Jill?
It'll be on another way. So the mind game, or whatever, they're just testing you out or something, and they said, I don't want you anymore, or you don't want me anymore, or you, whatever. And it's just like, oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. And when they're crazy, it's not even a bad thing. So here's the thing for today. When you meet somebody and they tell you that their no-go is communication, where there's no communication and stuff, but they fail to communicate certain things, and then they start communicating it, but it seems it's the wrong time. So it's called right time, wrong, or wrong situation, right time. Either way, it's wrong because it's manipulation again. And like a friend of mine on the phone was saying today, well, we talked about this already, and you made it seem like y'all was exclusive, or if you wasn't exclusive, you were just trying to meet and get to know them and all that type of stuff, and go back home to your regular life and just decide what y'all gonna do. Because you know how people say they hate long distance relationships. Yeah, what you want. Well, when they don't, Ricky, when they don't want you, Why? No, I can't question why somebody uh is ghosting you, basically. Why Mad Day is coming out and everything. They don't want to be associated with you anymore. That's fine. My question is, when I ask you why, and you don't have an answer, and you 55 years old, yeah, I was gonna do exclusive. See, and I think that's the problem today is niggas, females, whoever, run when they find an exclusive because they're not ready fully or something. They're not even really ready for a casual date. So if I made a mistake, I can own that. I don't care. My friends already digged in my ass earlier for that. I can own that. I don't care. What I care about is whatever I'm deciding to do. So I guess my friends are just trying to say, hold on. Here's the game. The game is you will be led on. You will be played. So why don't you just kind of tone it down, have fun, meet people, travel, and if they want to meet you really for real, they need, you don't have to get your hopes up high that y'all will meet. That's what I think my friends are trying to say. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Because you know what? If I do go to Chicago, there was already some more eggs that were there. It's just that I was concentrating on one thing. So that's really it. There's no more to this story. If anybody else has anything to add, because I already got another one or two. And this one, woo! Woo! It's on the level of, thank you for liking the video, y'all. This is Relationships 101. It's called Fuck the Dumb Shit. Relationships 101 is he said that he was looking for this. Now, I'm going to believe him with that. And what that is that's singleness. That's not exclusiveness. That's not a situationship. That's not dating. That's not nothing. That's basically almost no strings attached. So, and then they got that thing on how you meet them is how you leave them. Oh Lord. I know this guy on Instagram, and he got this Instagram talking about hot something, heated hot, his brand. And he gives relationship advice now. And he's in a relationship, and they have not had sex. It's been 4 months, 6 months, whatever. The person could be lying to him or something or whatever, but they have signed up to be exclusive. And that exclusive is just spending time together. That exclusive is not having sex. That exclusive is not playing with the body parts. and then something bad happens. That's what I was saying to Sookie on Facebook. Bitch, I'm a cat. I'm a cow because at literally at some time or something, I don't know what I am. I don't. So I'm a cow. And it can mean many different things if I'm a cow. Because I'm not dressed up as a cow. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all, and I'm gonna actually here at work. I'm gonna get something to eat while I work because when I was going through what I was going through, I just didn't feel like eating. I just felt like talking and all that type of stuff. I need to eat some lunch. I ate breakfast. Bitch, I'm a cow. See y'all.